Tesla is planning some really big upgrades to the 2023 Model 3 and Model Y that you need to know about. You might just want to wait to buy or take delivery because these upgrades are going to be huge. Also, Tesla will now let you vote on the next supercharging locations. FSD has a new shocking high price tag, and some more software updates are continuing to roll out to all Teslas that add one really big, really cool new feature. So as always, let's break down the wild news happening in the crazy world of Tesla that you need to know about, including some big 2023 leaked features. We've got upgrades coming to the Model 3 and Model Y, new software updates, lots of drama and controversy as always. Let me break down all the big Tesla news that you need to know about. And a big thanks to Baseus for sponsoring this video. They're the makers of this incredibly sleek, super premium, and really versatile A3 vacuum that is perfect for your car. This is one of my favorite Tesla accessories of all time. You've got to pick this up for yourself, but let me tell you way more about it and why you definitely need one in a moment. Now, I usually tend to save the new software updates for last in the video, but there's so much other exciting stuff we've got to talk about that I thought I'd just get sort of the software update stuff out of the way and talk about some big new features coming to your car. This first one here is a new update that's rolling out that's going to allow you to quickly and easily minimize and maximize Tesla Theater while you're watching a movie or show inside of your car. Now, right now, if you try to exit out of the Tesla Theater sort of interface, it's slow, it's cumbersome, it's really bad. I don't know if it's any better on Ryzen processors, but on Intel ones, it's super slow, but this update should make that way, way better, especially seeing as when you're in Tesla Theater and watching a show or movie, you can't really control anything. You can't check on the charging status, you can't control anything else in the car, you have to exit the whole thing, do what you want to do, and then re-enter it all through the same process. It's slow, it's buggy, but this update is going to make things way better. So in 2022.28, Tesla adds a minimize button so you can now exit full screen mode and do other things inside of your Tesla while still having Tesla Theater open and running. Basically, the video you're watching is going to occupy the space where the map would usually go or where the browser would go, so you could sort of still have access to other parts of your Tesla, so you can still sort of see it as it plays. And then once you're ready to go back, just tap on the video and it sort of goes back into full screen mode. Now, as you can see there, it's not the smoothest animation. I'm not sure, again, if this is an Atom processor or a Ryzen-equipped Tesla. We know that the Intel Atom Teslas are definitely sort of showing their age a bit with software, so hopefully Tesla will continue to refine this and make it better, but hey, at least a new feature is coming to your Tesla very, very soon in this latest update. Now on to one of the more interesting things we need to talk about in this video, and that is 2023 Tesla hardware upgrades. You might remember in 2022, Tesla didn't do all that much. They did add some new features specifically to the Model Y, but it was really more of a sort of understated year, a lot more sort of other changes behind the scenes and no big new features or hardware upgrades, but that looks to be changing next year in 2023 with some huge features coming to both the Model 3 and Model Y. One of the first features I'd love to see, and something that a lot of speculation is around that might have just leaked, is a powered frunk, a powered front trunk for both the Model 3 and Model Y. A recent Tesla app update appears to show an animation of an open and close frunk on Model 3 and Model Y, and some super sleuths have found that the way that this behavior is programmed in the app mimics the powered trunk on the Model Y. So this isn't like a glitch, it's not like a weird animation, this is intentional that you would have the ability to open and close the powered frunk in the app, and this isn't like an open state or a closed state, this is a powered motion. So sort of a little confusing, but it looks like a powered frunk might be coming to these Teslas hopefully sooner than later. And despite leaked images of a Model 3 with a powered trunk sort of from the factory, seemingly, it doesn't seem like that feature ever officially came out to Model 3s around the world. So hopefully in the slew of 2023 upgrades, the Model Y has a powered trunk, a Model 3 with a powered trunk would be really nice to see, and then of course a powered frunk on both vehicles too. Another big upgrade coming to the Model 3 and Model Y should be new blind spot cameras. That should be getting a pretty significant upgrade in terms of both quality and also field of view, giving you better autopilot and full self-driving experience than what you've got in those vehicles right now. After some leaked images emerged of an internal test vehicle with the test cameras installed in the wild, sources for Drive Tesla Canada confirmed that Tesla is in fact going to upgrade the cameras on new models of these vehicles. The cameras should have better field of view, capture three-dimensional images, and of course, like I just mentioned, be a better aid to the full self-driving system to make that whole sort of system work even better. better and let the car drive more confidently on its own and be able to see more of the world around it. Now, before we continue with more Tesla news, let's take a break for just a moment because I want to show off to you guys one of my favorite Tesla accessories of all time that is just perfect for your Tesla, something you need to know about, and that is this. It's this super sleek, super premium A3 car vacuum, and it's made by this video sponsor, Baseus. Honestly, I do not leave home without the A3 vacuum in my Tesla. I love this thing. It is an amazing product, and there are a few reasons I really like it in particular. First, the design here is simply really sleek and really cool. And beyond the design just looking great, it is also super practical here as well. The A3 houses a super bright built-in LED light to make cleaning easy, even in dark situations, and it's got a double filtration system built in that houses a steel filter and a HEPA filter that'll remove over 99.7% of particles below 0.3 microns in diameter. Its small size makes it easy to get into hard to reach places, and with 2 different suction modes, it's gonna do a great job of capturing debris and getting your car spick, span, and super clean. Battery life is also great with up to 45 minutes on a single charge, and you can easily recharge the A3 thanks to the convenient built-in USB-C port. And removing debris is super simple. Cleaning and maintenance here are a breeze, and the A3 comes with 2 different attachments, a brush head and an air hose, so you can fully clean all parts of your car with the proper attachment. As you can tell, I am just a huge fan of this Baseus A3 car vacuum. It is super sleek, it's portable, it's got great battery life, and makes cleaning a breeze. It's got a really nice design as well that looks great, but is also super functional as well. I love it, and I know you guys will love it as well. So if you want to learn more about the Baseus A3 car vacuum and pick one up for yourself today, which I recommend you do, it's a must-have accessory, hit the link right down below in the description to learn more and pick one up for yourself today. Now, it's also been discussed that this will be a part of Hardware 4, sort of the brains of the Tesla, this big upgrade that we should be learning more about later this month at Tesla AI Day, but as of what we know right now, it's shaping up to be a pretty big upgrade for your Tesla. And before you ask, no, we don't have any info on retrofits or what that could include in terms of Hardware 4 and the cameras. We have heard of service appointments being able to be done to upgrade the blind spot cameras, but I'm not sure if you can do that with these new modules or if it's gonna require Hardware 4. We don't know just yet, but as soon as I find out more info, I will of course let you all know. And of course, while we're on the subject of 2023 Tesla upgrades, what features would you like to see added to the Model 3 and Model Y? Let me know down below. I've got my favorites. I'd love to see ventilated seats, of course, 360 camera, sort of a bird's eye view. I'd love to see an app store, stuff like that. But we have no idea if that's coming or not. Maybe price decreases would be nice to see. The ability to actually order the standard range Model Y. All of that, of course, is well and good, and it's fun to speculate about it. But what are some other leaked features that have sort of already, like I said, leaked out that we could actually see as soon as new models next year? Well, another leak you should remember is the one I talked about a few weeks ago, and that is this alleged dual screen leak. Essentially, the new Ryzen processor-based Model 3s and Model Ys have a second port on the board dedicated, according to the label here, for a second display. And obviously, a second display on the Model 3 and Model Y would be a huge deal, really, really cool, but we don't know the specifics. We don't know if this would come in the car, if it'd be an additional cost, or really, what does a second screen mean? Is it like a second screen in the front, sort of like a HUD like we have in the Model S and Model X, or is it just a rear screen in the back like the Model S and Model X as well? The screen in the front sounds way more exciting, the screen in the back not so exciting. We don't know what the second display means in terms of functionality on Tesla's quote-unquote lower-end vehicles, Model 3 and Model Y. I also should mention that we heard just about a week or so ago that Tesla could be removing the stalks adjacent to the steering wheel on the Model 3 and Model Y and replacing that functionality with a new steering wheel that would have touch-sensitive buttons built in, basically like a hybrid of the yoke on the Model S and Model X with what we have on the Tesla Semi. So you'd have basically a traditional wheel, but you'd lose the stalks on either side and just have touch controls for turn indicators, windshield wipers, horn, stuff like that. Again, not sure on specifics, but that is rumored to be coming sometime soon. We also have been hearing for months and months that Tesla is almost ready to finally debut new colors to the Model 3 and Model Y, so maybe in 2023, along with the lineup we've got right now, we could see potentially 3 new colors. We already sort of saw spy shots of some of these. One would be more of a silver, like the classic silver Tesla used to offer, a more burgundy reddish color that looks really cool, and some sort of new blue as well. We've also, of of course, heard a lot of rumors about Tesla updating the connectivity of their cars, or I guess inside of their cars. There's been a lot of speculation that Tesla could upgrade from LTE to 5G, so you'd have faster download speeds in your car. Really, really cool to see. Maybe you could actually download software updates for free in your car instead of relying on Wi-Fi. And also, Elon just confirmed that Tesla will have the Starlink sort of emergency connectivity that they're doing with T-Mobile built into their cars as well. So maybe that comes in the form of a 2023 upgrade. No fine details on that yet, but seeing as it's going to start to launch on phones in 2023 at some point, would make sense to see that come to 2023 updates to Tesla's vehicles as well as a new built-in sort of emergency feature. And last up, two more stories we've got to talk about. One is that Tesla announced that they're going to allow you to vote on upcoming supercharging locations. So if you want to vote on where your next supercharger should be installed in your city, you can, I guess, jump online and get the community behind you and vote on where superchargers should go near you. And also, as promised, Tesla has increased the price of full self-driving to $15,000. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? You let me know your thoughts down below. I don't think it's worth it at all. But what is worth noting is that the full self-driving subscription offering of $199 has remained the same. That price actually has not changed. So for $199, you can basically get the same features and also cancel anytime. While with the package, you pay for it once, but it's $15,000. So you can do the math for yourself depending on how much you're actually going to utilize these features, how long you expect to keep the car, resale value, stuff like that. You can make a determination for yourself. But $199 a month and all that flexibility sounds way better in 95% of occasions than paying 15 grand all at once. But you guys let me know down below if you think it's worth it or not. As always, let me know down below your thoughts on all this stuff. 2023 Tesla upgrades, what would you like to see? Do you think the Model 3 and Model Y should get new colors, a second screen? Or do you think Tesla's just gonna do nothing and just sort of keep things status quo for another year or so? Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Thank you so much. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.